Hello my lovelies, my name is Anastasia and I am a relationship expert and a dating coach. On this channel I talk about relationships, femininity, breakups, and how to get your ex back. Do you wish to get your ex back? Then listen. I am sure you have heard about the no contact rule as the most effective way to get your ex back. Many of you ask me if you can get your ex back after begging and pleading. Yes, but it will take much longer and with much higher effort. Try not to stress too much about it right now. If you begged and pleaded with your ex-boyfriend after the breakup and drove them away, the work is finished. It won't get better by worrying about it, that much is certain. You'll only overthink things and make more mistakes as a result. You need to accept that your ex is distant and work on letting go of control. The majority of your issues can be resolved by learning to let go of your ex. Follow the no contact rule. It is the best way to go about it. In this video, I'll discuss what begging does to the ex and whether you ruin things with him or not. So can you really get your ex to come back after begging? Yes, but it will take much longer and with more self-improvement on your end. Dumped people frequently believe that if they show their ex more affection and care, they will receive the same in return. My ex will take me seriously if I can demonstrate how committed I am to the connection. But because exes are emotionally depleted and done with the relationship, they don't feel the urge to give more. They feel a ton of negative emotions instead and think that their ex doesn't understand them and respect them. As a result, they adopt what is known as the victim attitude and refuse to accept responsibility for their actions. This way of thinking leads individuals to blame their ex for the breakup and advises them to stay far away from them. They spend less awkward time with their ex and are more likely to focus on themselves when they avoid them. You see, when the breakup happens, exes don't want to think about their ex's problems and concerns. They wish to prioritize themselves and live life as free spirits. If their ex makes it hard for them to do that, they tend to feel smothered and unhappy. Therefore, if you begged and pleaded with your ex for another chance, remember that begging often interferes with the independence and pleasure of the ex. Even though the ex is attempting to distance themselves from you, it makes them think about you. Because your ex is in a position of power, feels angry or disrespected, your denial and persistence can bring an unwanted reaction out of your ex and wound you badly. I pleaded and begged my ex to listen. How much of a mess did I make? It's not the end of the world if you begged and pleaded with your ex after the breakup. Although begging wasn't the greatest course of action, you should keep in mind that you were only standing up for what you really believed in. You were trying to prove your love and commitment to your ex even though you went about it the wrong way. A much better approach would have been no contact, as leaving your ex to his devices would have made your ex feel in control of his life and allowed your ex to process breakup emotions. Your ex's respect for you is already at an all-time low, so you mustn't decrease it to the point where your ex can walk all over you and get away with it. That won't impress your ex. It will make your ex lose interest and walk away without ever feeling nostalgic about the relationship. Always keep in mind that making mistakes was perfectly acceptable. Begging your ex for another chance rarely works. Begging for another chance works when your ex is still committed to you. That's when your ex will listen to most things you say and see that you care and want to make things work. But after the breakup, begging does the opposite for your ex, as your ex no longer wants you to fight for the relationship. Your ex wants you to give up because that's what your ex did. Here is what begging and pleading does to your ex. It's not a good idea to bawl your eyes out in the hopes that your ex would feel sorry for you and want you back. Your ex will respect you a lot more if you accept the breakup as quickly as possible and let your ex come to you. It won't be easy to let go of your ex, but that's the only way your ex will ever feel something positive for you again. Here is how your reputation changes in his eyes when you beg and plead. Whenever you feel the urge to turn into a beggar and beg your ex for another chance, remind yourself that begging and pleading will only push your ex away and cause a lot of long-term damage and will ensure a longer breakup recovery time. But the worst of all isn't that your actions will change your ex's perception of you. If you allow yourself to plead with your ex for another chance, you could seriously damage your self-esteem and develop mental health problems. Here is an illustration of a never-ending beggarly cycle. Every time your ex rejects you, he hurts you deeper and causes more long-term suffering. And the more you suffer, the more you'll think that talking your ex into getting back with you is going to work. But in reality, evoking negative feelings never works. What it takes to attract the proper kind of person is happiness, confidence, high self-esteem, plenty of dating possibilities, success in life, a fit body, a promising job, lots of friends, a happy family, and everything positive. That's why crying to your ex accomplishes the opposite of what you're trying to achieve. It gives your ex reasons not to love you and reduces the chances of your ex coming back now and in the future. That's because your ex needs to develop the desire to get something from you. As the natural way of relationship goes. Watch my video about the balance of value in relationships on this channel. How much begging is too much? A little bit of begging shouldn't completely ruin your chances, but if you begged a lot, it may have annoyed your ex too much to respect you, become nostalgic, and crave the things you have to offer. For now, try not to worry about that. You need to focus on self-reflection and improving yourself. If you begged with your ex for months and showed no respect for yourself and your ex, things don't look very good right now. Your ex would have to be an extremely understanding and emotionally mature person not to get offended by your actions. But most exes, unfortunately, aren't like that. They get tired and annoyed very quickly and tend to block their exes and move on to someone else. The only thing that could bring your ex back after begging for months is your ex getting involved with a highly incompatible person and realizing that you were much better in comparison. That could trigger your ex's anxiety and make him come running. Or you becoming very beautiful and highly successful. But it is 50-50. I strongly encourage you to detach rather than stay attached so you can get your happiness back regardless of whether your ex comes back or not. What to do? How to fix the situation? You should start by following the infamous no contact rule and focus on yourself rather than your ex. Focus on your recovery because that will help you detox and detach from your ex. No matter how hard no contact is. You need to convince yourself that reaching out first is meaningless and that it's your ex's turn to show interest and affection. It can no longer be the other way around since you need to regain your lost power. Your ex is currently in a very tired state. He can't take any delays or obstacles. Every time your ex sees desperation, you look more unattractive and make your ex want to run for the hills. As a woman, your goal is to take care of your value. You can't keep it the way it was when you got dumped. Staying composed could help you achieve that goal as it could tell your ex you respect yourself and that you won't beg anyone for attention. So stop begging and start doing. Improve your physical and mental state. And he will be back, it is just a matter of time and your correct effort. I will put the links below on how to become a high-value woman no man will be able to walk away from. Moreover, there are 3 billion men in the world, you can find a new one easily, so you don't have to worry at all. If you have any questions regarding your dating story, you can put them in the comments section below and I will try to answer them as much as I can. I hope you enjoyed this video. I would really appreciate it if you like it and put a comment below to help me grow my channel. Thank you for watching.